Pause if you need to look at the rules that are on screen right now, otherwise I'll be switching back in a hot moment. And I don't even know if I'll get this recording done in a timely manner, because I'm doing a thing, and yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get it done. Regardless, here we are, and I have the rules in front of me, kind of, but I might need to look at them again, because, boy, have I forgotten. Nonetheless, as we get into a Thotu World of War character-exclusive Yumiko, we'll do our best to survive. So if this video is only like 12 minutes long, then it will probably be evident what happened, as we have a light source, charisma, dexterity, knowledge, Takushi-san, and second encounter maybe, but no strength, which is really what I want to build, because with the rules I've set for myself here, boy, it might not be good. That being said, if for some reason, I'll try to follow the rules to the letter, but if there's something that looks like it's not, I guess, exploiting the rules, then don't take it as house rules, and if you do the challenge yourself, hey, because at this point, I'll have all the challenges that I've done in my history of World of Horror in the description, and hopefully the pinned comment. We'll see. Scissors, Flood, Recluse, Vigil, footage. Wow. At least we don't have Ward, so I don't have to worry about going into a town mystery. But that means I immediately need to do Scissors, Recluse, and Flood. So you know what? Let's do our best. So on Yumiko, for just a little moment, the Lucky Bat immediately still doesn't get you Prep Attack, or Prep Strong in this case, because I can only do Prep Strong, but that's fine for this challenge, but obviously with certain builds and certain planning, you can barely, from what little I've tested, I know you can really try to get Brace Prep Strong. Brace Prep Attack is obviously a more reachable threshold, but we'll see what happens, basically. I don't know if I'll get to do it. Basically, I want to show you what happens. Otherwise, as noted in the rules, I can only do the prepare your attack and strong attack actions from the offensive actions. I can obviously still escape. I can throw items for damage, so that's not off the table. However, I forgot, I didn't even check what time. Okay, bow, clap 4 times, thankfully. That's not the ritual, but that's the guess, and we'll find out what it is soon after. And we'll do our best. This challenge is not particularly difficult, although at the same time, when I try to balance and or make my own challenges, I try not to have them be too RNG. So, and if you don't know what that means exactly, I do kind of try to explain it in the True Samurai video you can search on this channel. It's there. It's basically me going, oh my goodness, I took so much damage. I maybe should have tried, no, because I can only do strong attack. Offensively, I could probably have thrown the wooden bat. That would have probably been the better decision. But I've already made the mistake. I have a lump of flesh, but I don't want to rely on that. Oh, are we going to Frostbite? I have to take this risk. Funny enough, we're still going to trade stamina for reason, because we will need a lot of it later on. And we have the lump of flesh. That's the balancing factor here. Also, it seems that the school is either at max. It looks like max from what I see the Doom here, but at least high threat level. As we bow and then give this scissor lady a round of applause. And then in my next level up, I have to get swinging. If you didn't look at the rules set, I will still be explaining, although at this point... Hold on, let me look at this ritual just to make sure. Bow, clap, bow, bow, clap. Alright, noted. So, we lost Bat. That's... I actually have to eat this immediately. Intimacy Look isn't the worst thing. But now that it's made a lot more dangerous in this patch, well, we'll see. I could take Flood now, but I'd rather take Recluse and then heal in Flood than take Flood, lose a lot of reason, and have to deal with this. That's kind of the backwards thinking. Because if you take Flood, as I just said, you'll be missing a lot of reason, and that won't be nice. But let me just say what I wanted to say. I have to get Swing and Hit in my next level up, so... Obviously, character-exclusive perks are probably going to be on. Otherwise, I would think that's way too much RNG. Also, Yumiko has quite a lot of luck. I forgot about that, because luck is not a... One, it's not a stat you can see, and two, it's not one that I often roll. Even though I do roll it a lot of the time, it's not something that gets stuck in my mind because you also can't see it as much. I should just take Doom here. This is our second mystery, and we're near enough at 20% Doom. We should be fine. Bow, clap, bow, bow, clap. So hey, also keeping in mind that Recluse, you know, might be might drop to my third most hated mystery, because now you do have events that are relatively nice. Now, of course, we're still taking a boatload of damage here, but we'll deal with it. And we're on a THO2, so that's part of the challenge as well. That's one run, anyway. And now we need to look for a swing and a hit. There's at least one boss mystery, so we've done it. Timeline Scissors B, for my purposes, I'm not going to count that as a boss. And just so you know, yes, that does mean there is some RNG involved, so you might already say, that's too much RNG, because if swing and hit doesn't appear in your second level, then you need to reroll until it appears, and it's highly likely. It's possible for you to reroll 5 times and not see swing and a hit. Heck, theoretically, that means it's also possible to roll infinitely until you doom out and never see swing and a hit. The chances of that are very low, but hey. So what's my threshold here? Yeah, I think it's a very, very, very high threshold. Probably 8 strength minimum with some time attacks or time unit skills, but even with 8 strength, you can't get brace prep attack. So basically, we're swinging for the fences here. We can at least do desperate action when it becomes relevant, but we don't need to because we already do 9 damage per hit. So, hey. Now all I need to do is survive. Also note that I've never, on most, if not all my challenges, I don't leave things like Doll Nurse, Book of Gore off the table because those, by design, they make sense. Now, if you want to put your own house rules and say that doesn't count if you end up using the Doll Nurse, because things like that, things like picking up the katana, basically defeat a lot of challenges, even on Harbinger, but hey. Also, I think we're just going to grab the Theologist and run, so that's the plan, because on THO2 we will be taking a lot of damage. So yeah, we won't be healing the most, but let's see if we even survive. I did not run into Flood when I was testing this challenge, so if nothing else, we're going to find out. And if this is a short video, then I will punish myself with a short video today, even though, you know, for personal and for a lot of reasons, personal, business, and ethical reasons, I want to survive as long as possible. But I only have 8 reason, and we're taking upwards of 3 reason per turn. So, let's find out. I can't forget Shadow Shroud, that won't save me. So, yeah. I think we're dead here. Do we die here? I should have actually traded reason. I'll trade it now, because I have no other choice. I will die otherwise. I'll throw this wooden bat as well, and we'll do our best to survive. So, do we survive is the question. Because we definitely don't get to brace. So, I can't throw the lucky bat. It has to be with me the entire run. So, yeah, we hope and pray. No, 15 damage. Ah! In the interest of actually at least doing the second run, because that felt like a flat note to end on, let's do a second run. So, Yumiko Kathak, random backstory, because that's the rule for the second run, and then we'll move on. So, yeah, not much else to say. Now we can't escape, as we have Knight Errant character exclusive perks, but the reason why I started adding more runs to my challenges is to remove more, I guess, good RNG, like I said earlier. Doll Nurse, Katana, things like that. Charisma, Knowledge, Light, Dexterity, maybe Strength, Second Mystery. Because the chances of getting each of those on their own is quite low, so therefore, doing more runs, I think, adds more, you know, you get more cookie points if you survive a run. Like, if you survive a challenge that has 2 or 3 runs in it, in general. Now, you could just be lucky in those 2 or 3 runs, but at that point, that you're just lucky as a player, and I won't hold it against you, so. Because luck is a factor in a lot of still skill-based, not just games, but, you know, in general, things that may require skill. Bulletin, Arms, Hell, Teacher, and Sailors, well, Bulletin Arms Teacher is the plan, or Bulletin Teacher Arms, either way. Wait. No, I need 5 strength. No, I need 6 strength, so never mind. I'll save Teacher for later and try to level up. That being said, funny enough, as a quick little tangent, longer mysteries do mean you have a higher chance of leveling up more. However, that's not likely possible. I think Inspiring Novel also doesn't take effect in the Attack Teacher option in Teacher, so we'll see. Downtown Max, Village Max, Hospital High. we're sending things to downtown, because we will be visiting downtown quite a lot. Equip the Lucky Bat, let's move on. And now we can't run, which is, if I haven't mentioned it before, I'll say it again. I'll say it here now. Ithotu and Katak are also two kind of opposite gods, where Ithotu, on Harbinger at least, you might want to run a lot more often, whereas Katak you can't run, but at least you're taking less damage, and theoretically you may have more Doom to work with because you're not running. But the end result is usually, in Katak, since you can't run, you spend the Doom that you would have spent running on another god, resting. So, yeah. I'm running into quite a lot of luck checks, that being said. But the other opposite is Katak and Goizo, because Goizo, you rest for more Doom, but you can still run, while Katak, you can't run, but you're probably, as I said earlier, going to rest a lot more often. We don't have Nails, so I was thinking of Nails. I was like, Nail, which new mystery is a lot more hospital visits? Nails. So, away we go. And as Yumiko, it doesn't hurt as much unless you end up dying like I did earlier, because you don't have to grab a weapon, you start with a weapon, and by now, Yumiko was buffed, so it's a very good... It's a better weapon. It's definitely a better weapon. But when Yumiko was first out, for those who didn't know, it was quite bad. Also, this is also quite bad, because I lost, I think, 9 reason, but I can't run, so hey. So, yeah. The reason why I leave challenges like this sometimes is I do 3 village investigations, so maybe I should have set the police station here, but it's because usually when I craft challenges, I allow you to do other things, investigating non-main or even non-sub locations notwithstanding. So you have the choice to employ some different strategies and survive. Mine usually revolves around picking up cigarettes, which I probably should have employed earlier, but I didn't. I could save the shovel to throw, but let's actually test out the cigarette strat while we're here. I should have also picked up the baseball. I don't know why I didn't, but I'm going to prep strong. No, I don't need to prep strong, only if I'm using swing and hit, which I don't have right now, so you know what? Yeah, maybe I should have just... I can do brace into strong after a certain point. Now, usually I look for brace prep strong, so let me correct myself way earlier when I said going for brace prep... Well, I do like to go for brace prep strong. Now, I don't always get prep, so I would have to use attack boost, but obviously, at least during this video, I cannot use the thing. Also, we have to sit here and reroll. And 5 strength is the bare minimum I usually like to play with. Again, at this point, you could also diverge as a player if you're doing this challenge yourself, because what you could do is not pick up strength and pick up something else. But I don't know. I can't think of a strat in which you would do that. But anywho, as we grab the rock, well, this is one strat. You hope for the rock ring and you profit. But we need to rest, because otherwise we're going to die. Can we pick up cigarettes here? Yeah, we can. So we'll take out of funds. Actually, we need the baseball. I lied to myself. I lied, we're using a lot of Doom. Because even just using Prepare for the first time tacks on a whole bunch of Doom. That being said, at least we have Swing and Hit now, but... Let's see here. I think we get to Prep Attack at 7 strength with cigarettes. Without cigarettes, you would need a lot more strength. But probably might be the strat I employ. We're going to throw this brick so we don't have to stay here any longer than we need to. And that's also why I didn't add a rule that says your damage has to come from strong attack. Because otherwise, that's, I think, in my opinion, that may be way too limiting. But if you were to think of, say, an extreme version of the challenge, which I have done extreme versions of challenges before, where I just go absolutely insane, and those are therefore probably more RNG related, but that's why you're not a like, I wouldn't expect anyone to pass more than half of the challenges that I've made extreme versions of, so hey. Here we are in a vampire encounter, by the way. I could throw the empty bottle. I might want to do that, but yeah, so if he drains HP like that, I'm going to do this because that way I save more reason. Now, I could have just Desperate Strong, so I made a math calculation error there, and yeah, we'll move on. We'll move on. So, if nothing else, this challenge is more than doable. Now, if you're lucky enough, if you're unlucky enough to, you know, have the strats and the knowledge to get through this challenge in one piece, but RNG kind of makes you die, then, I mean, that's just RNG. Also, we did lose Bath. We're also on Knight Errant, which I forgot, but not much I can do when I don't want to do Household Hell's ending A, so hey. I also see something happening in the back, but I'll deal with that later. And let's actually visit the monument at least once, but oh, this is really bad. Don't we get ending A regardless? So maybe I just did this for no reason. But anywho, we're going to take the girl home for the sake of experience because we need as much as we can. And I think Inspiring Novel... Well, Inspiring Novel definitely would have helped me here. But I'm going to be able to Desperate Action my way out anyway. So right now I don't care as much. And if I only run in... If I don't run into any other encounters this mystery, I'll save Inspiring Novel for later. Oh, Yumiko. Yumiko has an event like this? I've completely... Well, I know that Yumiko has an event like that. What I forgot was that you lose 2 stamina there. But our dodge action is down the drain anyway. So, funny enough, both of these rely on dexterity, but we're making a choice. And I'm just going to dump everything into strength and hope and pray. We're going to actually hope and pray for this, too. So, masochistic... fungal growth. None of those are especially harmful, comparatively. So we'll come back in here and start smoking cigarettes. Because this should nearly last me the end of the run, but if it doesn't, we'll try to survive as long as possible. Oh, buddy boy. Does that hurt so much. Also, hospital, village max threat level. Hospital because I think I burned the thing down, but hey. And we're in Katak, so we can't run from this, right? So... I think I'm dead here again, but I could have avoided this. Let's just say that much. I could have avoided this. So, can we even dodge? We can. We have dodge maneuver, right? No, we don't. I took the quick thinking. So, 25% chance of getting out of this in one piece. Let's find out! Woo! Look at that first. Yeah, such a good action. I'm being semi-sarcastic, but if I get out, I will praise it. For the sake of content. Well, now, the other side of content is I die here, which I do.